Good evening, the time is 8:49 p.m. The news headline. 50 days after imprisonment, Sunday Igboho said what Sunday Igboho said should be done to his lawyer. Sunday Adeyemo, better known as Sunday Igboho, has asked the Yoruba nation and its seeming supporters to forgive his Cotonou-based legal counsel, Mr. Ibrahim Salami. Igboho blasted Salami legal's team, numbering about 10 in Benin Republic, for their inability to get him out of prison. He said this is despite the fact that he has spent no less than 50 days in detention. The self-styled Yoruba rights activist says it is unfortunate that the team has failed to secure his release from prison. According to a newspaper, by the Guardian newspaper, Sunday Igboho complained that he is being subjected to all manner of maltreatment and abandonment in prison, despite the lawyers getting over 5 million naira each from him. And in his response to the outburst by the Yoruba rights activist, his lawyer, Mr. Salami, said he is in the bad books of Sunday Igboho because his client feels he should have been set free from detention by now. The law professor said Igboho sees it as undeserving to be behind bars up to now and in police custody despite having committed no crime. The Igboho lawyer, who spoke in the Yoruba dialect, said he wants things to be done faster. The lawyer said work was still in to secure the release of his client from detention. We remember that quite some days ago that it was said that there was a CCTV that was being played, that the court wanted to grant that should be played about how the DSS had initially visited Sunday Igboho's place and killed 2 people, and about 12 of his aides were arrested, where Sunday Igboho was able to run away from the house and fled to Benin Republic in an attempt to get through Benin Republic to get to Germany. However, the Benin security, arrested him on his way, and he has been at the DSS, has been at the Benin prison for some times now, and it is about 50 days that he's still dead. But we still can recall the order of the court that the CCTV footage should be sent to them. Earlier, Aliyu informed the court that the house of the defendant and his vehicle were broken into and 2 people were killed. At Tuesday's hearing, Justice Ladiran Akintola accepted the evidence presented before Aliyu after explaining the real reason for their arraignment, the Daily Nigerian reported. Akintola reiterated a video submitted by DSS lawyer T.A. Nuruddin, in which Igboho threatened the Oduduwa Republic's secession from Nigeria and called on the people of Yoruba to defend themselves with machetes and guns. The court requested that the 2 videos be made public as requested by Igboho's lawyer and the DSS. Speaking to the court after the videos were posted, AGF's lawyer, that is the Attorney General of the Federation's lawyer, Abdullah Abubakar, said there was no evidence before the court as to whether the blood seen in the video was human. Abubakar added that there was nothing in the video to suggest that the intruded house belonged to Igboho or that the intrusion was related to the Attorney General of the Federation. It therefore appealed to the court to dismiss any evidence with dismissal of the petition filed, and the DSS lawyer Nuruddin said it was imperative for veterinarians to confirm that the blood was human and not maize. Akintola adjourned the case to September 27 for a verdict. The news analysis is that Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho of the Yoruba nation, who happens to be an agitator for Oduduwa nation, that is the Yoruba part of the country, should separate from Nigeria. And on the 1st of July 2021, around about 1:30 a.m., the DSS actually intruded into Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho's house at Soka, and at that midnight, they killed about 2 persons and also arrested 12 of the aides of Sunday Adeyemo, and in the bid to arrest him as well, he was able to escape from their hands, and they could not nail him that very midnight. But 12 of his aides were arrested, and out of the 12 that were arrested, the DSS had refused to grant them bail until the lawyers, their legal representatives, took the case to court. And out of the 12 aides, 8 were released, remaining about 4. And at another time, they released 2 out of the 4. The remaining 2 still at the DSS facility, due to one reason or the other. The court had said that they should release them, but it seems that the DSS seemed to be too bigger than the court, and they refused that these people will be released for reasons best known to them, although their legal representatives have said that they are going to charge the DSS general for contempt against the court's order if those people were not released as soon as possible. And Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, has been at the Benin prison waiting for either being extradited to Nigeria or for some being discharged and acquitted by the court for having not committed any crime against them. Because after his house was intruded that night, he fled to Benin Republic, trying to access Germany because he has the passport of Germany. He's a resident there. He actually wanted to pass through Benin Republic down to Germany before he was arrested by the security agencies of the Benin and the federal government of Nigeria have been trying to extradite him thereof. And as regards the case, now the DSS, the lawyer of the Sunday Igboho had actually, presented that a video to the court, showing the blood and everything, after the DSS had invaded that house, and the court ruled that that video should be submitted by the DSS, that it would be necessary. But Malami and the DSS lawyer said that regardless, that in that video they need to test the blood as seen in the video to determine if it was actually human or animal's blood. And the High Court sitting in Ibadan on Tuesday accepted the video evidences presented before it on allegations of intruding into the house of Sunday Adeyemo, and Yomi Aliyu, who happens to be the senior advocate of Nigeria for Igboho's lawyer, filed a lawsuit seeking 500 billion naira for damages from the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the SSS and the DSS Director of Oyo State for such a breach. However, at the Tuesday's hearing, Justice Ladino Akintola accepted the evidence presented before Aliyu after explaining the real reason for their arraignment. Akintola reiterated a video submitted by DSS lawyer T.A. Nuruddin in which Igboho threatening the Oduduwa Republic's secession from Nigeria and called on Yoruba people to defend themselves with machetes and guns. And the court requested that the 2 videos be made public in court as requested by Igboho's lawyer and the DSS. Now, speaking to the court after the videos were posted, the Attorney General of the Federation and the lawyer to him, that is the lawyer to Malami, who happens to be Abdullahi Abubakar, said that there was no evidence before the court as to whether the blood seen in that video, being showed, the CCTV video being showed after the DSS intruded Sunday Adeyemo's house, they needed to prove if the blood as seen in that video is for human or animal. And they therefore appealed to the court to dismiss any evidence with dismissal of the petition filed, saying that until that it is imperative for the veterinarians to confirm that the blood was human and not images or made or that of an animal. Therefore, the judge Akintola adjourned the case to September 27 for a verdict. Thanks for